Hello, women of the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. I am super excited to introduce you to our Woman of the Week this week, Jennifer Hill, VP of Data Science and AI Digital Transformation for HP Inc. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, it's great to be here with you.
Yes, I'm so excited. We'll start with those icebreaker questions, just so our community members can get to know you. Where do you live and where did you grow up, if that's different?
I live in Charlottesville, Virginia, in the heart of the Shenandoah Mountains, and I live up on a mountain ridge and overlook another mountain ridge. It's gorgeous here. I grew up in Blacksburg, Virginia, so not far from here. I was in the college town, Virginia Tech, and I did go to Virginia Tech, graduated from there. So, yeah, I live in
It's
a beautiful countryside.
it sounds beautiful. I was just telling someone earlier this week that I was meant to live in a mountain somewhere so I could ski and hike. So just listening to you say that you're looking out at that ridge line, oh, I'm so envious. It's beautiful. What is a little known fact about you that you're willing to share with all of us?
Mm. Well, a little known fact about me is my deep passion about using artificial intelligence to drive value for human beings, value for companies, and specifically HP. But I'm so excited about the new age of AI because it really democratizes it.
Well, you and I were talking about this just a little bit in the beginning because I was just confirming your title and everything, and I saw AI, like I find it so intriguing. So, really excited to learn more about you and this passion. So, perhaps maybe tell us a little about your career path and how you reached your position that you have today.
Yeah. Well, it starts with a PhD in applied mathematics. I began my actual professional career in a manufacturing company, specifically in supply chain. So I started programming 3D animated simulation models of material handling processes in a large supply chain. And it really did just kick me off into this, use data and machine learning to drive differential results, good results. And so that beginning of my career is so critical, and I've used the lessons learned from that throughout my career. After the supply chain in manufacturing, I actually started on another path, and that was using statistical models to drive decision making.
Mhm.
And I went into marketing statistics. We managed at the company that I was with, we managed marketing databases for a number of large corporations, and we would help those corporations utilize the data to drive their marketing spend, to optimize that spend. And then I turned in another direction after that. I was just so thirsty for driving business decisions with AI that I took on a new role, a new company, Capital One. I spent 17 years with Capital One, and I built machine learning models and AI solutions for Capital One through that career. So you think of a banking, yes,
Mhm.
built credit risk models, fraud risk models. I was building neural network models back in 2004 for them to detect fraud and to drive defenses for our customers there. So we built identity theft prevention models, transactional models. We caught fraud rings and stopped the bad guys from taking over.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, it was so
Very
exciting.
cool.
Such a noble cause. But at Capital One, I also went into customer experience. And in customer experience, the key thing there, data wise, was audio files. It was phone calls with our customers and
Mm.
help them navigate difficult situations with their credit cards, whether it's fraud threats or whether it was simply services in managing their debt. So that's where I dug into AI and large language models. Started using those to understand and structure those audio files into useful information about the customer's situation, experiences, and how we could help them best. So, speech recognition, image processing, I'd done all of that natural language AI at Capital One. And then I made another shift in my career after that. I went into Amazon and worked in the digital advertising area in advertising measurement. A very critical thing in digital shopping and retail online is to understand what ad display exposure led to a purchase of our customers. And so, really fascinating. Worked in image processing and natural language there to do that, divine those insights and attribution. And the latest and greatest, I came to HP in 2022, and I've taken on the role in this central organization in digital transformation to drive AI and data science, machine learning into our processes, help our people, help our customers get the most out of our products and services at HP.
You are a trailblazer. I always find people's careers paths so interesting because they're never just like a straight line where, maybe we assumed it would be as we were, picking our careers and going to school and having our first job. And that is just very impressive. With all of that, what would be the business accomplishment or accomplishments that you're most proud of?
Wow, I have a lot, so it's a little hard to choose, but I do think that transforming information and data to help individuals is probably it's kind of at my heart. It always tugged at my heart because that speech recognition, that AI and large language model actually served our customers and their human beings to understand what pressures that they were under, right? And our customers, in talking, conversations with them, they told us a lot about their situations, their challenges, but also their happiness and how we could help them by leveraging that information on those phone calls to drive their experiences to new heights, but also to help them solve problems for their families. It was such a compelling mission. And we have the same mission here at HP is how do we give the users of our devices, right, our laptops, our printers, how can we empower the users faster, better to use those devices in ways that improve their lives, improve their productivity in using. So I think that is at the core, that sits in my heart really, really large in terms of utilizing data and machine intelligence to improve human experiences. And we did that at Capital One, and we're doing it at HP.
I can see your heart for this, and that's why it's like my cheeks are starting to hurt because I'm just smiling as you're talking about, your career, but like what's driving you in your heart. And I just love that for you and for your team and customer base. All right, let's pivot to what is the most important risk you took, why, and maybe what the outcome was.
Yeah. I think that I've taken a lot of risks.
I'm sure.
And you can tell from those jumps, those leaps that I made along my career path, that I've taken a number of them. I will point out that when I made the decision from the marketing statistics, right, I'd had the manufacturing, and
Mm-hmm.
supply chain. Then I went to marketing statistics, and I learned a lot through that. And making the leap from that to banking, I think that was the biggest risk, believe it or not, to go into banking as an AI machine learning specialist. That was a big risk because I had to move my family.
Mm.
My daughter was in high school, about midway through high school, and that was a risk, right? We wanted to
Yes.
make sure that she didn't feel like she was giving up her whole world, and we made some choices about our personal lives about that. We actually placed her in private school so that she could have more support around her during that time. And so, and this is funny, you're going to get tickled at this, but when I received the offer, I actually built a model to model the risks that and rewards.
I'm not going to laugh at that. I think that's amazing. I think that is a great use for your talent.
But and it paid off. Right,
Hmm.
it came true. We were able to see our daughter through high school into college that she really wanted to go to, and she's a really productive, successful adult now, and that all came, just as we, just as I modeled it. It was a good move to make.
I love that. I especially love that you were able to leverage your skills in your personal life to help you make that decision. It sure takes the pros and cons list to another level, for sure. Since we have time for one more, I want to ask, just looking at your career journey and, dipping into the unknown with AI, especially, what biases or stereotypes have you come across along the way?
Oh, that is a wonderful, wonderful question. And so, uh, yes, this is important. This is a really critical question because I have faced biases along the way, and I've actually faced them both in my professional career and tactically building models to mitigate and avoid biases. That's one piece. But I also was faced with um, from early on. I'm a I'm in a field that is where I'm a minority. Okay,
Hmm.
very few women are come into that field, and so I have faced biases in building teams of specialists to conquer these tasks, right? To solve these problems and build these solutions. And that one is very front and center to me because as you as you build that team, right? And as you work with academic institutions, as you work with HR and recruiters, you can take deliberate steps to make sure that you and I was um, getting diverse talent in my candidate
Hmm.
pool, right?
Yeah.
Really championing the roles of women and other minorities in this discipline has been also at my heart. Along with helping humans, I thought, okay, this is how I can make a difference. So, women in technology, the Grace Hopper Conference, making sure that I have a diverse portfolio of talent from all backgrounds, not just women minorities, but all backgrounds. I find that you make you build really happy and productive, successful teams when you face those biases head on, and you take steps to mitigate and manage, so that you can get the most out of the endeavors that you embark on. You know, I'm a champion. I'm a champion of diverse talent and skills and backgrounds.
I love it. Jennifer, it was so great getting to know you a little bit this morning. Honestly, I can't wait to learn even more about you. Thank you so much for spending time with me this morning and allowing us to celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
All right, there you have it, Women of the Channel community. Please be sure to comment, share your insights, ask Jennifer questions. I'm sure she would love it. Until next time, happy Wednesday.
All right. Thank you.